So mostly in the laboratory, when we try to create recombinant molecules, we face problems. What type of problems? कि जब हम अपने वेक्टर डीएनए को डाइजेस्ट करते हैं किसी खास रिस्ट्रिक्शन एंजाइम से, तो स्टिकी एंड्स में बी प्रोड्यूस्ड. Same may be the case with the foreign DNA, that it will also produce sticky ends. अब होता यह है कि because of the complementarity of the bases, तो वो जो मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं, अगर वो प्लाज्मिड या वेक्टर मॉलिक्यूल है तो वो सेल्फ लाइगेट कर जाएगा. Self ligation means that the ligation without the insertion of the foreign DNA. तो हमारे पास रिकॉम्बिनेंट्स नहीं आते, और ये प्रॉब्लम खास तौर पे उस वक्त ज़्यादा होती है अगर हम लो कंसंट्रेशन डीएनए की यूज़ करें. सो दिस प्रॉब्लम वी कैन ओवरकम बाय यूजिंग हाई कंसंट्रेशन of the vector DNA or the source DNA, so that we can get high number of transformants. Now alkaline phosphatase enzyme, it is another source that we can use to overcome this problem, that is recircularization of the vector DNA. So this alkaline phosphatase is an enzyme that can remove 5' phosphate group from the target DNA. When vector DNA it is incubated with alkaline phosphatase, its 5' end will be removed. If 5' end is not available, even the sticky ends are there, so the vector DNA it will not recircularize or will not ligate. And even one plasmid cannot ligate with another digested plasmid, so dimer formation it is also prevented. So by treating with alkaline phosphatase, one can prevent the recircularization of the vector DNA as well as the dimer formation. Dimer means that two plasmids they will not ligate, even they have sticky ends. तो ये उसी वक्त लाइगेट करेगा या सर्कुलराइज करेगा जब ये फॉरेन डीएनए इंसर्ट करेगा, क्योंकि हमने फॉरेन डीएनए को एल्कलाइन फॉस्फेटेज के साथ ट्रीट नहीं किया. सो द वेक्टर डीएनए विल recircularize only when the foreign DNA will be inserted. So this is one of the application of alkaline phosphatase that can enhance the number of recombinant molecules when we treat vector with this enzyme. So we can understand it with the help of a diagram, that is application of alkaline phosphatase to create recombinant molecule. So here we have a plasmid that is digested with some restriction enzymes like EcoR1, so that one can create sticky ends. So at this stage there is possibility that it can self-ligate or it can ligate with neighboring vector molecules. So in the presence of ligase, the dimer formation it is there. Dimer means two plasmid molecule that have been digested, they can ligate together, so a dimer formation is there without the insertion of the foreign DNA. How it can be prevented? It can be prevented if we will treat plasmid DNA with alkaline phosphatase, so that it will remove 5' phosphate, like phosphate it is here and here. So it will be replaced with 5' hydroxyl group, so that plasmid DNA will not self-ligate. So no reaction is there even in the presence of ligase enzyme. When we will mix foreign DNA in the reaction mixture in the presence of alkaline phosphatase treated plasmid, then this foreign DNA in the presence of ligase, it will join with the plasmid due to the complementary base pairing, and the nicks that are produced after the joining, they are repaired by the host machinery. So in this way we can use alkaline phosphatase so that we can get high number of transformants. Alkaline phosphatase, it can be obtained from different sources. Like in case of gram-negative bacteria, it is mostly present within the periplasmic space. Though this space, it is present between the outer membrane and the cytoplasmic membrane of gram-negative bacteria. So alkaline phosphatases from the periplasmic space. So microbes can produce alkaline phosphatases. In addition to microbes, other organisms like even humans, alkaline phosphatases can be isolated from liver, kidney or other tissues as well. So this alkaline phosphatase enzyme, it is very important in gene manipulation so that we can get high frequency of recombinant molecules in vitro.